Okay, so for Windows folks, go ahead and download this top one here. It says a PuTTY 64-bit installer. Go ahead and download it and install it on your computer. Okay.
It's going.
Okay, Samuel, don't worry. So I think you could watch the recording and then you could download it later. Today, overall, is going to be a session just to have people up and running and install the PuTTY and then make a connection. Okay, that's all we're going to do today. So everybody, whoever is having any issues, let me know. Once you download PuTTY, go ahead and launch it, and then this is what you will see on my screen. Okay, so everybody who is able to download, just give me okay in the chat. That way I know I could move forward. Okay, so download might not. So is that your work laptop? Okay, in your work laptop, search for PuTTY. It may already be in there. In the search, type PuTTY, PUTTY, and see what happens. Okay, everybody else, Greg, Johnny, Kader, Rex, how's it going? You guys could unmute and then speak here.
It's going well, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to have joined the class.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Oh, me?
Yep. How about you?
Yeah, all right. I like the attitude here. Let me turn on the video here so that you guys could see me. Can you guys see me here?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's what I look like.
Recording in progress.
All right. So I hope you guys gonna have a very good and exciting session here. No worries. Today we're just gonna configure it and be ready. And I think a bunch of people signed up. A lot of other people didn't show up yet. Maybe they're not realizing the time. So I'm gonna put it in here, chat here that. Okay, so moving along. Moving along, if PuTTY is here, the very first thing you might want to do is click on connection and put it where it says seconds between keep alive. Put a number 60 in there, okay? And then go back to your session here and on top here, host name, put in this IP address. Okay? 24.13.208.175. And then in the save session here, you could give whatever name you want. I'm going to give a name Linux course. Let's do Red Hat. Okay, and then say click save, and you should see in here Red Hat Linux. And then if you double click on it, you will get this window here that says login as, okay? So everybody, I sent you the login information. Go ahead and take a look and then just put that in here.
Wait, so after you put in the IP and the port, what else to do after that?
Okay, so let me step back.
Yeah, because I got it on my other laptop. But I just
Okay,
got
all right. Sorry about that. I didn't realize you were there. Okay. So put in the IP address,
Mhm.
and then in the save session, type Red Hat Linux or whatever the name you want to give it.
Okay.
And then click save. That way, under default settings, you will see the
Yeah.
you will see it saved here. Next time you just double click on it and will open a black window. So it opens a dark window like this,
Okay, I see.
and then go ahead and put in your credentials, okay?
And you emailed the credentials to our email, maybe?
No. I sent you on WhatsApp. Did you get it?
Oh, all right. Let me check. Um, you said this on the WhatsApp?
Yeah, on the WhatsApp chat. I side chat you, not in the.
Okay. I see. Um, so I have the group chat one where you just give us a Zoom link, and then I think that's it.
Okay. What's your name?
I go by Bit Buddha.
Okay, Bit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't find you on WhatsApp.
Do you want my WhatsApp number to make it easier?
Go ahead and side ping me, then I'll just give it to you.
Okay.
On WhatsApp, ping me there.
So you're ZM Pro Tech, right?
Yeah, just in there, just say hello.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna.
Sir, it's possible. Can you provide the IP address again, please?
Yeah, sure. Okay, the IP address.
So
Okay, here's the IP address.
you did mention that for Mac we shouldn't worry about downloading the party. Is that right?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Did you mention that for Mac, those people that use Mac, we shouldn't worry about downloading?
Yeah. In Mac, are you using Mac, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, in Mac, search for terminal. TERMINAL.
Got it.
Okay, and then give me just a moment here.
So,
Okay. All right, Bit, I'm sending you your credentials.
All right. I got it. Thank you.
Okay, in Mac, wherever you have a blinking cursor,
Mhm.
Um, there, just type SSH, then a space,
Okay.
then type this IP address. I'm going to put the IP address in the group. And then hit enter.
Okay.
And then it will ask you for the keys, yes or no, just type yes there. And then it will ask you for your username. So username, I sent it to you.
Yes.
And when it's about to type the password, you won't see the password. Just continue typing, okay?
Okay.
So everybody, when you on the Windows guys, when you see this login here, go ahead and type in your login and hit enter, okay? And then when you're typing in the password, you're not going to see the password.
Huh?
Yeah, over here, type in password, but you can't see it.
I don't know how it come on, Mama.
Anybody having issue, let me know.
Yeah, it says network error inactive. When I try to get on, it says network error then inactive.
Okay, so go ahead and share your screen.
Okay, I gotta log in. I'm gonna hop on this meeting on my other laptop.
Okay, yeah.
Give me a second.
Yeah, you're gonna face some. If you are using a work laptop, you're gonna face some challenges because it's locked down. And
Yeah, cause I'm on the video on my work laptop, but I'm on the putty on my personal one, so I gotta log on to this meeting on my personal one. But give me a second.
okay,
Yeah,
I see Greg in here. Very good. So go ahead and yeah, it will ask you to change the password. Go ahead and do that.
What is the minimum password length?
Um, keep it complex, like 8 to 12, and see if it takes it.
Okay.
I'm not able to log in with the password that you gave me.
Okay, the password I gave you is what happening?
I'm not able to log in with it. I tried 2 times already. There's permission denied.
And okay, you know what? Hold on.
It's what
Give me one moment here, okay? All right, give me one moment here, okay? I'm still working.
All right, I'm logged on my other laptop now, so whenever you need to share my screen, I will.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is,
Actually, I think I might know the issue because when you started the putty, there was other setting you changed besides the IP and the name. What was the other setting you guys set up?
the other settings were when you go into connection
Mhm.
and in the connection, go and then put just the number there so that it doesn't kick you off.
So 50? Okay.
Yeah.
That's 60.
60. Okay, 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
60 seconds, you know.
Okay. It says network error connection timed out again.
Okay. First, I'm working on, removing the force login so that, it's, I know it's a big headache. I should have removed it to begin with. Okay. So now when you log in, okay, everybody, let's try together. When you log in, it should not ask you to change the password, okay?
Um, H.
All right, so I'm gonna walk you through again. So everybody with me, here's the IP address 24.13.208.175, okay? Put that in there where it says host name, and then in connection, come here, and then where it says 0 to turn off, put in 60 here, okay? That will keep your session on. And then under save session, go ahead and give it a name, Linux, Red Hat Linux, and then click open. And you should see a login as, and then go ahead and type your ID I sent you. And then I'm going to put in my password here. When you're typing password, it will not show you the password, okay? And there you go, I'm logged in. Okay, I see Gregory in here. Gregory, did it ask you to change the password?
Yes, it did.
Yes, ask me the same thing.
Okay. What up? Okay, we'll wait for others to see what.
And also my one too.
It did ask you to change the password?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, I see Johnny in there. I see Bit.
Oh. It says I have to keep on doing it because every new password I try to make, it's not enough. So I got to make sure it's longer than 8 characters and all this stuff. So I got to just
Okay,
make it longer.
okay, do this here. Go ahead and quit. Quit altogether and come back in again.
Yeah,
Like close the putty window.
yeah. No, I'm launching it now. And
Okay, how's everybody else is doing? Anybody? Khadar, Diallo? Please speak up here. We're gonna just spend today only configuring, okay? I want to make sure next 2 weeks will still be a free session. But this session is going to be just configuring your party session.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I said mine is not working. I sent you a message on WhatsApp.
Okay. All right, let me take a look.
every password I make is saying it's not good enough. So it keeps on resetting. But I'll try a more difficult one, I guess.
Okay, hold on. let me change the password from here. Go ahead and send me a ping, then I'll change it for you.
Me or like the other guy who was speaking?
You also.
Because I put the password that you gave me, then I put it again, and then after it tells me for a new one. But when I try the new one, it says it's not good enough.
Yeah, let me go ahead and reset it.
Can you reset mine as well?
Yeah. All right. Can you go ahead and ping me on here in the WhatsApp? Then I will. What is your ID? Oh, I see it. Bit, right? Okay.
I think they asked me change my password, so I already changed my password. It have to be like 16 characters. If you don't put like a less than 16 character, you don't you cannot change your password. So once I change the password, so now I can log in. I'm in.
Okay, good.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm in. Get a new password works. Oh, cool. It already has all the commands. Cool.
Sorry, guys, this is gonna happen. This is a very first class, so we're not worried about anything.
Mm,
Okay, I see 3 people are logged in. Who else is not logged in?
Yeah, I'm not logged in yet. Just trying to get a.
So where are you now? Are you just putting in the password?
Yes.
Okay, what is your ID? You go ahead and quit out of it. What is your ID I gave you?
Just a,
Actually, go ahead and send me message on WhatsApp. Then I know that's you to reset the password.
okay.
Oh, it's where they got in. Cool.
Okay, so Gregory, right? Let me reset your password and send you, okay? Can you go ahead and exit?
Sure.
Excuse me.
Okay, there you go. That's your new password, okay? I see somebody who is joining from iPhone. Who is the iPhone user?
Yeah, that's me.
What's your name?
My name is Samuel.
Oh, Samuel.
Yes.
Are you able to log in?
Oh, right now I'm at work, so I haven't tried yet. That's why I log in with the iPhone. I'll do that when I get home.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you a bit familiar with that?
Yes.
Okay, so you may run into some problems. So let me go ahead and ping me on WhatsApp, then I will give you a new password.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so all right, so Bit, you're good, right? Greg?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I'm all good.
Okay, Greg is good, I think. And Johnny, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, and who's next? Samuel is on phone. Khader, Mohammed, you good?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay, Rex. Rex is good. Sarmila, she's good. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, Samuel, I sent you your username and password. Okay, anybody else having issue?
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay, so I know you can't log in, but everybody go ahead and log in and let me know if you are having any issue. So I think 4 people are already logged in. So I see 5 people there.
I am in.
Mm. Who is that?
Sarmilla.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, so if we all are good, I could start on some commands here. So here we have this dark window here. Okay, so we will never be using any mouse in here. All the commands. This window takes nothing but the commands here. Okay. So what will happen here is this is a typical party session or SSH session here. You're going to log in, and this is what you will see here, a dark window. And here, wherever you are going to type, this is called command line. Okay, so bear with me. Some of you might already know this, but just for the sake of this course, I'm putting all this together. So what you do is this is called command line. Okay, and anything you're typing in here, anything you will be typing in here is called input. So if I hit enter, it's input. It goes to next line. If I type PWD, it's called input. Okay, so this is input. And then the result you see here, over here, you see the result, right? This is called output. So if you're working at your with your colleagues and somebody said, what is the output you see? You give him that information here. It's called output. Okay, so far you guys are good here. Input and output, just basic stuff here. Nothing big deal. So I'm gonna be, after the class is over, I'm gonna be putting this online and I'll share you the link, okay? And the video recording will be there too. Okay, so everybody go ahead and type PWD. Okay? Go ahead and type PWD and hit enter. So when you type PWD and hit enter, you should see /home/Zafar01. That's for me. So for everybody else, you would see /home, then your user ID. Okay. So can one of you confirm that that is what you're saying here?
Yeah.
Okay. So pwd is a command and it gives you, the meaning of that is a print working directory. So whenever you're logged into the system and you want to know where you are, you just type pwd and it will tell you your location of your directory. And the moment you log in, this is also your home directory. So my home directory is /home/Zafar01. And whatever your username login is, this is what your home directory is. The moment you log in, it will throw you into your home directory. And by the way, all commands in Linux environment are all lowercase. Okay? All commands are lowercase. Okay, give me just one moment here. Let me see if somebody joined. Okay, nobody joined. All right, good. So I don't remember any commands in Linux environment that are uppercase, but that is not set in stone that it will never be in uppercase, okay? If it's a different application, it may be in uppercase. All right, so the next command we'll do is clear. Clear. What it does, it clears the screen. The clear command clears the screen. So everybody with me so far?
Yeah.
All right. Anybody having issues, please let me know, please. Okay. All right. So the next command we're going to learn is ls. That means list. Okay. So it is listing what is inside your home directory. Okay, so everybody, you guys have something like this: desktop, document, music, pictures, public.
I didn't have those, but I like just like made one. I just made a directory.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Let's run this command here. I'll show you what this command is for now. rm-rf and give it an asterisk there and hit enter. Delete everything from the directory. We don't need any of those. So when you type ls, there is nothing in there, okay? So what it does is it's a list command. So since we don't have anything in there, we'll come back to ls again. Let's create a file in there, a blank file. Okay, so touch and give it a name file1 and hit enter. Okay, so what it does is touch command creates a file. Okay, and if you do ls, now you will see the file name in there, okay? The file you just created, you see it there now. Now, when you type ls, you just see a little file name here. You don't see much information about it, okay? So what you do is you type ls-l and hit enter. Now what you have is when you added L, which is like a extra switch. This is called a switch or a flag. ls hyphen ls space hyphen L. That means ls means list, hyphen L means long list. So this is the file name, and it's giving you all the other attributes to it. So here it's giving you the permissions. We'll go deep in there. And here's is the information regarding the who's the user, when the file was created and stuff. Okay, so everybody with me? Any questions? So let me put this here.
I had a question because
Yeah.
I think I know the difference, but I feel like it's worth it to ask. What's the difference between a command line interface and a terminal?
Terminal and anything that is terminal is this is the entire thing. It's called terminal. You're using a terminal to connect to a server, and then this is a command line. This is wherever you put in the commands is where the command line is.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is what you see in there. And okay, so list the content of the directory. And you see ls-l. So -l is considered a flag. It is used. It is used in combination with ls. Okay, so if you do ls-l, this will show you show you long list information. So you have like permissions, user and stuff. This is the extra stuff you're seeing for the file. Okay, so if you do touch file 2 and hit enter, and if you do ls-l, and then now you're gonna start seeing this output here. Okay, again, this is output and this is input. And this is also input here. So when in Linux, when the command runs and you don't get any output, that means the command ran successfully. Okay? If you don't see any errors, that means command ran successfully. It won't tell you it ran successfully and stuff. It just goes to next line. So let's do, by the way, if you go up and down your keyboard, up and down arrow, you could scroll back and forth to your commands. Okay, back and forth to your commands. So when you're working in the environment, if somebody says bring the command back, all you're doing is go up the arrow and it will bring all the commands back you've been typing so far. So let me clear the screen. What I could do is I could also create multiple files here. So I could do touch file 3, touch file 4, touch file 5. So I'm saying touch only once. And then now what it's going to do is it's going to create multiple files together. 3, 4, 5 doesn't exist, right? When you hit enter, now if you do ls, a regular ls, you just see file 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you do ls-l, you see a lot more information regarding the files. All right. I'm going to give a 2-minute pause. I want to make sure everybody's caught up. Anybody having any issue, we'll wait for 2 minutes and then we'll continue, okay? Okay, so let's continue on. No questions, I think. So what we'll do is, what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to create some files here, okay? I'm going to say touch. Instead of saying file one, what I'm going to say is something like uh, I'm going to say x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. Okay, and I hit enter. Then what I'm going to say is touch y1, y2, y3, y4, y5. Okay. And then if I do ls-l, voila, I have all of a sudden bunch of files here, okay? So in reality, you would be dealing with a lot of files. You will be dealing with a lot of files here, thousands of files. So what you do is, if you want to filter it out, what you could do is you do ls-l, and then you do x as in Xerox, and then put an asterisk in there. So what will happen is, this is the filter it's allowed. It will look for the file that is starting, any files that is starting with X. So these are the files that are starting with X. Even though we have a lot of other files in here. Let me change some settings here. Okay. So you got the idea here. If I do ls-l, you have a lot of files here. Earlier, what we did was we provided this here, ls-l, x asterisk. So anything which is matching starting with X. So this is matching, this is matching, this is matching, this is matching, this is matching. Okay, same thing if you do with F. And if you do with F here, it will filter out the files that start with F. So, okay, so that is happening. And what if you want to see the file which is ending with? So what you could do is, I want to find a file which is ending with number 5, okay? So what the system is doing is, now it's not seeing what is starting with. It's just looking at what is ending with. So there are 3 files that end with 5. Okay, so you got the idea here. So you could use filter, use asterisk for filtering. Use asterisk for filtering the files. So here you're using, you're providing the starting character, and then you're putting the asterisk in there. Here you're putting the ending character, and then you're putting the asterisk first, then you're putting an ending character. Okay, there is not the limit here. What you could also do is, you can also do like this here, ls-l, and you don't know what the file is starting and you don't know what the file is ending. So what you could do is you could do asterisk, and then you could type I in there and then the asterisk. So what it does is, this way it works too. You know the file has a little I in it, or you could also do L in there too. You remember only the partial name of the file, you could do this also. Okay, that way it brings up, filters out the file which is matching in middle here. You say, oh, I don't remember what is starting with, what is ending with. I might remember just in the middle of a file what it starts and ends with. So you could put that in there, because sometimes it does happen. Will be some files which will be very big, and then that is one of the options here. By the way, there are many ways to do these things in Linux, same as in Windows. You could literally use Windows without a mouse using the keyboard. There are keyboard shortcuts, or you could just click using the mouse here. So there are multiple ways to use the Windows environment, right? So is this a multiple ways to use Linux environment? Everybody caught up with me? Please, please stop me if you are having, any issues, anything like that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, let's see here. So let me clear this here. And what I'm going to do is ls-l. Now this time I'm adding a little a also. What it's going to do is -a means it's bringing up any hidden files here. So over here we do have some hidden files in here, okay? These are system generated files. So a hidden file starts with a little dot in front of it, a little period. Okay, so -A means all files. That means it's bringing up all the files even though they are hidden. Okay, -A flag brings up hidden files. So I could clear the screen here. If you want to create a hidden file, what you do is touch, then type a little period there or a dot, and then give it a file name here. So I'm gonna give you a file name X file, okay? If you do regular ls, it's not gonna show. If you do ls-a, it will show you. Where is our X file? Where is our X file here? Right here. Okay, now if you want to do long list, ls-l, a, and a period, X and asterisk. Period X and the asterisk. So it brings up the hidden file in there. You could look at it as like this also, ls-al, and then you could search it in there. Okay, so the next command we're gonna see is, let me clear the history here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type a command history, and all of a sudden, all your commands you're typing in so far, you could see the history here, okay? What you've been typing. All your history is recorded here. I think it could record up to 1,000 lines by default. But there is a configuration, you could go and change it later. I'll show that to you if you want to change the history. If you want to have a longer history. At my work, I have a history enabled and I have it set to 2,000 lines. And usually, I mean, history repeats, right? Usually you'll be using a lot of commands you've been using from the history command here. Okay, so for example, if you want to run a command from the history here, but you got to be a little bit careful how you use the command here. So if I want to use a command here like clear, so what you do is you have to give an exclamation and the number against that command, 24. So I know when I type 24, exclamation 24, and hit enter, it will execute that command. So it will clear the screen. Okay, so it ran the command clear and it cleared the screen here. If I go into history again, and if I want to execute the command, 43 is going to execute this command here. So what I'm going to do is exclamation 43. Let me put this down here. So when I run exclamation 43, it's going to run the filter command for ls-l asterisk. I'm sorry, x asterisk. So it's going to bring this command up. Okay, so do you see how this is useful for you to see what you've been doing? And by the way, you could check the history when you're logged in, other people's, if there is a system causing problems and it was fixed by one of your colleagues, then you could go back in there and check what he did to fix it. And then you could do that too. Okay, right. So let's move on. Um, so what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to do a remove command. I do ls-l and I want to remove file 1 here. So what I'm going to do is rm file 1. Okay, and if I do ls-l f asterisk, so file 1 is gone. I want to remove all the files that start with f. All right, so rm f asterisk. Okay, when you do that rm f asterisk, any file which is matching file f is going to be gone. So these files are the one which is being, you see these files there starting with F. So those, all the other files are going to go with starting with F. So if I do L and F asterisk and hit enter, it says no such file or directory. Okay, so be careful how you use the remove command. Sometimes you might end up removing the wrong files that you're not supposed to, and you may cause some problem there. So this is rm is a remove command. Okay, so let's take a look here. If I want to do ls-l and I want to remove the file that is ending with 5. So it's just the reverse here. rm asterisk 5. So which files are going to be gone? This file will be gone and this file will be gone. X5 and Y5. So if I do ls-l, now you see this file is gone and this file is gone. Okay, pretty easy. All these are nice and easy, but be careful when you're using it in a real world environment. You may end up doing a system outage. Okay, you don't want to be on the 5 o'clock news. You did a system outage. So okay, so now Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn how to create a directory. Okay, so the tree command is installed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say mkdir. So right now, so far we've been dealing with what? Just the files here, okay? What I'm gonna do is we're gonna create a directory here. Directory is what? Is just a folder here. In Windows environment, you see a folder, right? That's what it is. So to create the directory, I'm gonna type mkdir, and then I'm gonna give it a name like Linux. I'm gonna give it a name Red Hat and hit enter. Now if I do ls-l, okay, so the directory is created here. So notice directory is in blue color, is showing you as a blue color. And then over here, it shows you like this, the blue color. And then if you notice here, permissions, it has a little D in here. Okay, a little D. That means it is a directory. It is an indication of directory. For the files, you don't see D there, starting with D. That means it is a file. Okay, so that is a good indication. What are you dealing with? So let me take a screenshot. So here you do this here. You type mkdir Red Hat and then it creates the directory there, okay? And one other way to see, the better way to see the directories and files is sometimes you type tree, T-R-E-E, and it will show you in a tree format. This is Red Hat is the directory, and then on the same level, you see X1, X2, these are the files here. So the files and the directories are the Red Hat directory, and all other files are on the same level. Okay, so by the way, you see that little period there? Little period means you are in a print working directory. Or I call it a present working directory. Present working directory is, it is represented with a period. So which directory it's talking about? When you type pwd, all this content is sitting where? It's sitting in /home/Zafar01. This is your home directory. Okay, so whatever directory you're going to be in, it would be represented with a little period or a dot. So what I'm going to show you here is if you do ls-al, very first thing you would see here is a period and two dots. So I'm gonna say okay, make a note here. You don't see it, but it's there. I don't know why they make it so tiny here. Let me make this bigger. Okay, so I'm gonna say period single dot is a present working directory, and two dots is the parent directory of present working directory. Okay, now who is not confused regarding this? Nobody is confused about this? Good. All right, so let's go ahead and take. So if you do a regular ls, we already have Red Hat here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a directory inside another directory, mkdir Red Hat and a little slash, and then I'm going to type Black Hat. If I do ls here, I don't see Black Hat here. Can somebody tell me where is Black Hat?
It's inside the Red Hat directory.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So if I do tree, you could see better. You could see better visually here that inside. So right now this is a present working directory, and in there I have Red Hat, and in Red Hat I have Black Hat. So the child for Red Hat is Black Hat. So Black Hat is the last directory, and then the parent directory for Black Hat is Red Hat, and then the parent directory for Red Hat is this dot here, which means PWD. Parent directory for Red Hat is Zafar 1, and then the parent directory for Zafar 1 is home, and then the parent directory for home is slash. I'll explain this in great detail in a little bit, but for now, Black Hat and Red Hat, and then the dot, which is this one here, is a parent directory. So it will be a little bit confusing here, but I will explain you as much as I can. So here is the directory. Okay, and this one is by the way, you could have like I think unlimited number of directories inside a directory. Parent directory of Black Hat. And here, this is the parent directory of Red Hat. Oh, I spelled it wrong there. Parent directory of Red Hat, which is /home/Zafar 01. Yeah. All right, I'm going to give a 2-minute pause and let me know if you have any questions, okay? Okay, I could continue on. All right, so no questions means we could continue on, right? So what I'm gonna do is we'll move things around here, okay? So are you guys okay? Message from Bit. Um, so for today, are you guys comfortable up until here, or you want to continue, or you want to break? Since today is the first day, we could have a smaller session. What do you guys want to do?
We can continue.
Okay. Let's take a break. Let's take a break. That's cool. Um, yeah. Okay, so let's take a 20-minute break and we'll come back on top of the hour. And let's see here. How do I change this? Okay, so all right, so 20-minute break. We'll come back at 10:05 Central Time, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right. Let me pause the recording. Okay, can one of you confirm you could hear me? Are you guys still there?
Yeah, we could hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, so where are we at? Any questions regarding this, the hidden files, or these two dots, single dot and two dot, okay? So let me clear the screen. And if I do tree, so now I am in here, right? So what I want to do is I want to go into Red Hat. So the command to do it is red. And I usually what I do is I push the tab key. It will auto fill that for me, okay? I just type it RED and then I do a tab key. It auto fills up for me. Okay, and I hit enter. Now if I do PWD, notice I am in, I used to be here. Home, Zafar 01. Now I'm in Red Hat. So now this is, what is this called is, this is a path. What is the path for a Red Hat directory? This is the full path for the directory here. So this is PWD, present working directory. And when you see this here, you see the full path, right? You see full path. Can't write today. Okay. So CD is used to change the directory. All right. Now this part is called path. PATH. Okay. So now if I do tree here, now there is another directory in here called Black Hat. Okay, all of a sudden, when you're typing tree here, you're not going to see anything else here because it's bringing up only what's in here in Red Hat. So inside Red Hat, there is a Black Hat. So how do I go into Black Hat? I type CD Black Hat and then I'm in there. And then I type PWD. So that is the full path for directory Black Hat. Everybody following me? Any questions? So now if you see the path starting from /home/Zafar01 and all the way up here, This is called an absolute path. Absolute path starts from /home/Zafar/Red Hat/Black Hat. Okay, can somebody tell me what is the absolute path for Red Hat? Absolute path for Red Hat is /home/Zafar01 Red Hat. Okay, for Black Hat, you just add Black Hat to it. This is the full path. Now, I want to go back to Red Hat here. So what I'm going to do is I type cd ... Okay, remember, go back up here. When I said here, 2 dots here, right? 2 dot is the parent directory of a working directory. So in here, what is the parent directory for Black Hat?
Red Hat.
There would be Red Hat, right? So if you type cd ... then you will hit enter. You went to Red Hat. Then you do cd ... again. Then you went to your home directory, which is home/Zafar01. Any questions? Now, so this is what it is. Takes you one level up to parent of directory. Okay, so this one also takes you one level up to parent of directory. Okay. Now, if I do clear and if I do tree, so if I want to go in here, Red Hat and Black Hat, so what I could do is I could do Red Hat, Black Hat. So the path I'm choosing here is from the exist directory, I'm going into the directory which is already in the path, which is Red Hat and Black Hat. This is called a relative path. Okay, so a relative path for Black Hat directory. Okay, so this is how you go as a relative path. So now let me just go here. Okay, if I type cd, if I just type single cd, I just go back to my home directory. No matter wherever you are, you type a single cd, you jump to the home directory. Okay, so now let's try going into Black Hat using an absolute path. I mentioned earlier here, absolute path starts with /home, right? So what would be the absolute path for Black Hat? Anybody?
Slash home slash Safari slash Red Hat slash Black Hat.
Yeah, very good. So the absolute path, if you want to go into Black Hat, instead of doing Red Hat / Black Hat, what you do is you just copy this path. So by the way, in Putty, if you highlight this will also copy it. Single time highlighting it also copies it. So if I do CD and right click and hit enter, now I am in Black Hat with a absolute path. Okay, so Rex, can you share your screen? We'll see you. We'll get you going on your Mac.
Okay, sure.
I'm going to stop the share. You could share the screen. Okay, yeah. Search for terminal.
Yes, I have it out. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I could see a screen, but I don't see the terminal.
Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe
I don't see it. How many? You have multiple screens there?
yes. Give me a second. Sorry. All right. Can you see now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, oh, you know what? Before that, let me reset your password here, okay? So that it's easier. That is a password I sent you. So yeah, type SSH 24 dot. Mhm. Okay, now, okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay. No, do Control C, cancel it. Okay, type SSH and the username I gave you in your WhatsApp. So let me put that in there again. So there is the username and above is the password here. Yeah. Then type at and then type that IP in there 24. Yeah, 13. 175. Now hit enter. Okay, now put in that password I gave you, the new password I sent you. Okay, there you go. Type who am I? One word. There you go. And also you see Rexford 01 at ZMPT00. All right, I think you're good now.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, so let's get going. All right. Okay, so we're good with CD commands. And we're good with the commands here. So now I'm going to go back to my home directory. I'm going to clear the screen. I'll do tree and hit enter. So what I'm going to do is let's use a copy command. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy file one, X file one into Black Hat. Okay. So how would I do that? I would do CP and then the source X1 and then the destination. So the destination is Black Hat, right? Either I could give it the absolute path or the relative path. So let's do the relative path first. I'm going to give Red Hat, then I'm going to give Black Hat. And I'll hit enter. And if I do tree, there you go. From here, X1, it's copied here. Okay. So this is how you do copy with relative path. CP this is a copy command. Okay. What I'm going to do is copy using relative path. Okay. So here I'm going to put it in here. So what I'll do is so what do we have here? We have this CP here, right? We have CP and then we have X1 and we have this here. So CP is a command and this is source. What is the source to copy? And this is the destination. Okay. This is copy, source, and destination for your copy command here. Okay, so using relative command here. So if you just master this, you should be good. Okay, now let's do the absolute path. Let's copy x2 using absolute path here. So what would be the absolute path for black hat? Anybody? I'm gonna clear the screen. I'm gonna do tree. What would be the absolute path for black hat?
Red hat, then black hat. Or home, red hat, then black hat. Or
No,
home, user, red
yeah,
hat,
very
black
good.
hat. Yeah.
So we need to add this and this path here. So the absolute path will be cpx2. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this path and paste it in there, slash red hat, then black hat. I'll hit enter. And if I hit 3, there you go. I have x2 here in the same place using a absolute command, absolute path, I'm sorry. So relative path, okay. Let me copy the same thing here. Let me paste it here. And this is the absolute path here. Remember, absolute path is starting all the way from the top. Now, I want to copy multiple files here, okay? Same thing. CP, and then I'm going to do, how do I copy all the X files? X, and what do I do? Asterisk. And then this time around, I'm going to copy it to red hat, okay? Or let's copy to black hat. If the file is already there, it may not copy the existing file here. If I hit enter, and if I do tree, and there it is. It copied the other 2 files here. If I want to copy it to just to red hat, since the file 1 and 2 is not there, it's going to copy file x1, x2, x3, and x4. If I do tree, there it is. This is, it copied x1, x2, x3 to red hat. These are the files for red hat. And for black hat, these are the files. Any questions?
No, sir.
Copying multiple files, okay? So this is what you do here. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna move. This time around, when I do a move here, I'm gonna use these files here. And then I'm gonna put it in red black hat. But the files will be gone from here and it will be over here. So there won't be any copy left here, okay? So to move the files, we are going to use the move command, which is mv. mv, this is move command. Okay, so how are we gonna do that? So MV, either you select a single file or a multiple file, MV asterisk, and then I'm gonna provide the absolute path here. Okay, so let's do this. Absolute path. MV Y asterisk, and then I'm moving it to black hat. I hit enter. If I don't get any errors, if there is nothing in output, that means the command worked fine. And if I do tree, there you go. The files from here, remember the files were here, they are sitting in here. So if you could look at visually, the files from here are gone and now they are sitting here. So the files physically got moved. Okay. Any questions? I'm going to give a 2-minute pause. And then let me know if you have any questions, then we could continue on. All right. So no questions. Let's move on. Okay. Now I did a mistake here. I said, oh, if I do ls here, I'm missing files here. I want these files back here, but I only want y3 and y4. So how do I bring it back here? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do mv. Okay, by the way, let's look at what is my present working directory /home/Zafar01. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go mv, and I could use the absolute path here /home and /Zafar, and then red hat, then black hat. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do y, okay, and if I want to do single file here, I would do y4, and I want to bring it back to /home/Zafar. So what is the path for this? /home/Zafar. What is I want to use the absolute path. What would that be? Anybody?
Say the question one more time.
I want to move this file which is sitting in Black Hat. I'm using the absolute path.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the command and this is the source. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to move it back to here. And this is where I'm sitting.
Oh, so just click dot. Just put a dot. Then
Yeah,
enter.
very good. Very good. You're getting it. Okay, just put the dot here. Remember, earlier there are two hidden files in there, right? If I scroll back here, okay, single dot means present working directory. So this is my present working directory. I want to bring it back here. So instead of typing the entire length of the directory, I'm just putting a dot here and I hit enter. And if I do tree, see, y is back here and y is gone from here. If you see, look earlier, y4 was there, but y4 was not there. Now it is back here. Now if I want to do like all y4 y's, just do asterisk and hit enter. And if I do tree, there you go. All the y's from there are gone and they are back in my present working directory. Any questions? Wow, I think I covered too much for today. Anybody feeling overwhelmed? Let me know. If not, there one more topic I will cover and then we'll wrap it up for today, okay? Uh, so let's see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a different directory here. I'm going to create mkdir. I'm going to say white hat. And if I do tree, can you go on mute, please? So here's the directory that got created. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to move the entire black hat directory into white hat, okay? So what I'm going to do is MV, and then what I could do is, what you have to do is you have to say red hat, black hat, okay, and the directory here. The entire, what are you doing here? You are doing moving the entire directory. So hold on. What you have to do is you have to do a -R. That means recursive. You do MV -R, red hat, black hat, and then where are you moving it to? White hat. Why is it saying now? Let's see here. Okay, maybe I have to put a slash in front. Oh, maybe uppercase R. Invalid option or help.
Yeah, it looked like the man pages doesn't have a upper or lowercase r.
Okay, it just says R without one. Okay, let's do without R, okay? Okay, it worked with R. Okay, so the other one is for CP command. So if I do tree, so earlier, if you look at it here, this is where the black hat is dangling, right? Now, what you want to do is you ran this command here, you moved it from red hat, now it's into the entire black hat directory with its content. It's in, where is it sitting in there? It's sitting in white hat. So move directory. So here, source and destination. By the way, you could have used you could have used the absolute path. Okay, now all of a sudden I realized I still need a black hat back in red hat. So what we're gonna do is CP command, CP -R, then I'm gonna say white hat, black hat, and then I'm gonna say where the destination is, I'm gonna say red hat. Okay, now if I do tree, so there you go. Now I have another copy back in its original place. Oh, come on. So if I may copy this here, okay, guys, be careful here. You have to do this really good, because if you copy wrong files in wrong place, it may cause a problem. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so this time around it is white hat / black hat. Okay, so this is source and this is destination. And this is the command. Okay. So this is using relative path. And what would be using absolute path? What would be using absolute path here? All you have to do is just add the entire path, okay? So here it would have been, so if I do ls here, right? So the white hat and red hat are on the same level. They are not inside each other. Okay, they are inside home directory, which is, what is my home directory? /home/Zafar1. So this would have been the absolute path. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop here for today, and I will upload this. There is gonna be a website. I will upload this to a website and share the link for the website and the video recordings. Okay, guys, any questions you have, ping me directly. After 2 weeks, I will open the chat then so that you guys would start collaborating on your own. Anybody, any questions?
No, sir. Thank you.